You're hitting throttle.
Yeah, you want to throttle
Yeah.
straight line.
Wide. Oh, and then he went too wide there.
Everything needs to be strategized, if you haven't been able to tell. We can't just have a fun time.
Yo, this looks scary, man. Like, I've never done it before, so.
Taco, have you ever driven a car?
Yes.
There's a gas pedal and a brake pedal.
If you win, we're gonna buy you one of these cars if you win.
We should put Taco in with the junior race.
He might win if he did that.
Actually, you don't win. I'm gonna buy you one of these cars.
We're gonna brief you guys, all right? Go over the instructions of the rules.
The yellow one means just slow down, watch out for other drivers. This red one says come to a complete stop when it's safe to do so. This black one, if you're being a menace, hitting other people on purpose or the barriers way too often, we're gonna flag you. The blue one means there's someone faster trying to get ahead of you, so just move to the closest wall to you.
I'm gonna crash into Dawson and take him out.
I got everyone battling against me.
This cart is loving me.
Look, Ma, I'm driving.
I'm just gonna hit Dawson.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, let me tell you about this damn race, okay? I'm ready to really go. I got this goddamn Canucker from the 51st state coming down here thinking he's driving a Zamboni. Come on, Zach! I'm trying to go through the turn. But what does he want to do? He's taking a little sightseeing tour around the racetrack. I cannot get by him.
A lot of trash talk.
So much trash talk for the guy that got passed.
There were certain turns where I'm slowing down a little bit because of you.
He is talking so much trash, it's hilarious.
Best lap time? All that trash talk from Greg, he couldn't back it up. Proof is in the pudding.
Look at my average. It's lower than yours. Eat it.
No,
Average lap time, right there.
I'll take the gold finish.
Have either of you guys ever fired a gun before?
Never fired one, never touched one, never seen one, so we're off to a good start here.
I held one, but never shot one before.
You've held one but never shot. Okay. If you're from like an area where it's not a common thing, it's kind of a unique experience to pick up a shotgun. All right, guys. First rule of shooting: the gun, never muzzle it towards any person.
And there's nothing after that.
That's it. This is ready to go. All right, so keep the safety on until you're ready to shoot.
Okay, and just tuck it in my shoulder.
You're gonna tuck it in your shoulder. You'll get the hang of it once you hit one. You'll see how you hit.
Once I hit one, yeah.
All right.
Pull. Pull.
Pull. Pull.
Oh, we got one. Hey. Hey, R. Hey. 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 Taco's back there catatonic with a sore shoulder. He's like, guys, I'm done.
Honestly, I really appreciate you welcome us to your home. Like,
Thank you.
Very much so.
In my culture, my home is my sanctuary. I don't just randomly invite people into my home.
Oh, really?
Unless I have respect for them or
Yeah.
I feel like some type of like connection with them, then I'll invite them over. But not just anyone I invite. So for you to invite me on this trip here, for us to come through, like, you know, I appreciate you for having us here, doing this here.
Yeah,
It only took me like 2 hours to convince him to let you guys come here.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys having here, and I love having Dawson here, and Zach is doing a great job for how, you know, like what he's trying to show the, you know, the people that are watching this, like through T4C, not only you giving it back to the community, but you can build friendship.
It's awesome. I love it. Mission accomplished.
I mean, we
That's right.
talked in Vegas about how, I mean, you made it clear. Yeah, you're not the type that wants to be making a big splash on social media and, you know, promoting yourself. And
It's just for me to try to, you know, get people get money. If I'm getting money, people getting money, I'm happy. You know?
yeah. So with that in mind, when we did reach out, you know, I really wasn't sure how you'd respond because I was aware that, like, you know, you might not be comfortable with it. You know, that's one reason too why when we presented it, you know, I was really hoping to make it so it would be more of a conversation. And I didn't want it for you to feel like it was just an interview. Obviously, we want to hear your story. Like the last thing I wanted to do was put big bright lights on you and like
Headphones.
No, I'm glad we came though. We had so much fun. Go-kart racing yesterday. Honestly, I thought you guys would suck. I thought I would dominate that shit. Like, I thought I would win, but then, damn, Gray is good. Zach is good. Like,
Competitive.
dude, like, why are they so good? Like, they're much bigger than me. Shouldn't they go slower? Shouldn't they have more weight on the cart? Like, I'm lighter. I should be go faster. But you guys was great. Like, I was having fun shooting today too. That was awesome. Taking me out of the range,
You were the best. You were the best shot out there.
no, I wasn't, bro. Everything we did on this trip, I was the worst. But I had fun though. It was a fun trip for me, and
we had a blast. I can't wait till we do this again.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, unlike you, when I do Traders for Cause events, like I don't make any friends. Like, I don't.
Well,
I
you
go-
made friend. I
I
consider
know.
you.
I'm
my friend
joking,
now.
of course.
Like, I
No,
consider
no.
you my friend now.
Totally.
I love you. Like, I appreciate you.
Dude, if these things weren't in the way, we'd be
Dude,
having
I
a
love
hug.
you, dude.
See, this is
You're
the
awesome, bro. Like, I love you.
the microphone.
Yeah.
Microphones. We just gotta get rid of these microphones.
Go from a big hug to handshake.
Yeah,
But,
like I can vibe with anyone, any personality, any type of people I can vibe with, as long as, you know, we chilling, we vibing. I'm having a good time, having fun out here. You know, Dawson's having fun. We having one of the best
kidding.
trips. Yeah.
oh yeah, the big question. This one I've been saving.
Oh no.
I actually have notes on my phone, just like little
Oh
things I
no.
don't want to
The
forget
quick
to ask.
question. What's
This is
the
the
question?
big one.
Holy. Okay.
Your screen name. Explain it.
Actually, there's not much to it, you know. Honestly, I was trying to
That's
make money.
anticlimactic.
I was trying to make some money, you know, for some food. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I thought it was unique. You know, like I like tacos, and you know, what better way to kind of make that a trading name, Taco Money. And so, you know, everybody came into business want a Lambo money, Ferrari. Everyone of that hit that six figure, 7, 8, whatever. Would be cool if I just like, hey, Taco Money, just a little money here and there. Still be different, you know. So I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I like it. That's
Yeah.
awesome. It actually somehow has a good ring to it. I don't know why, but it works.
Yeah, but they call me Taquito though. That means little
Yeah,
taco.
little taco.
I ain't little though. I'm at least like 5'10", bro. Like you talking about like I'm 5'5".
What did you say earlier? He was 5'9"?
Hey,
Look.
let me round that up.
I
Okay,
guess.
5'9", 5'10".
Taco Money, it's good. And another funny story is you guys met in 2022. All he knew was his screen name, Taco Money. He's like, all right, I'm going to Vegas. I'm gonna meet my online buddy that we've been talking about trading ideas, Taco Money. So he arrives to Vegas and looking around for Taco Money. You pick it up.
I was basically just going off the stereotype of what I expected a guy named Taco to look like, and
Mexican
there was no
guy.
Mexicans around that conference.
He was looking for a Mexican guy with the mustache, bro.
And whether this wants to get clipped out or not, I don't know if this incriminates him or not, but he came up. I was talking to Sang at Cabo Wabo at the cocktail hour, and Taco comes up and introduced himself. I had my lanyard on, so my name was on there, and he said, "Oh, you're Dawson." He says, "Oh, I'm Taco." I said, "Oh, you're Taco," and I like stopped myself mid sentence, like, "Oh, you're Taco." Who the heck is this guy? This is Vietnamese.
The whole time he was
Taco.
laughing. I didn't know why he was laughing. I thought he was just enjoying my company, right? But apparently he's laughing at me because I'm not Mexican.
He's head to toe in some suede suit. I'm like, this guy, and he gives me his driver's license. I knew his name was Tim. We just called him Taco. He gives me his driver's license to prove he's Tim. Let's say he's like 24 years old. And
He's Tim? You need ID at this point.
gives me his driver's license to prove he's Tim. And I'm like, this says you're 24 years old. There's no way you're younger than me.
Dude.
He goes, oh, sorry, wrong one. And then just
Hey, you gotta don't stop blushing my shot like that.
All right, so I have a proposed solution to this problem.
Okay.
What is a typical Vietnamese street food that's similar to a taco?
Pho money.
For money.
No, that's noodle, right? So taco would be banh mi,
Bun me money.
which is like a sandwich, but it looked like a taco.
All right.
It's
So-
called BANH and then space MI. So it looked like a taco. It's like a
Bun
bread.
me money.
Yeah. Have you never had it? You
Never
gotta
had it.
check it out. If you ever come to LA, I got you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm down.
So damn boring there.
It's so boring in LA.
Yeah, my parents. Oh, they remember.
Awesome. So we got that story. What's your screen name?
D22.
Does the D
Is that because
stand
you were
for
22?
He's not 22 anymore, guys.
D just for Dawson. And then 22 was my number I wore in sports my whole life. It was, my mom wore it when she played softball. My grandpa wore it when he played baseball. So I just took that number in basketball and baseball, and that was just, a lucky number I've always used. I think you kind of look for different signs. So I've seen 22 just kind of come up in my life, and it's just a lucky number.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
LX21. Let's hear it.
Where it came from?
Yeah. I know, actually.
I've always gone by Lucky Strike.
Why is that?
I like the idea that it can mean different things, because I moved to Vegas, so people are like, oh, like, is that blackjack? Is it bowling? Or, well, the truth is it had more to do with the cigarettes. But it's like the idea that it's kind of like you don't know.
You don't smoke though, right? Do you?
I quit in 1996.
Oh wow! So you did smoke cigarette?
Yeah.
As a tradesman?
No, just
Oh,
as
okay.
a delinquent. Like,
Yeah, okay.
Delinquent.
It points at you.
we've got that in common.
Delinquents.
As far as the name, I went to, sign up for a new email. New email address. This is when Gmail was like the new thing. And like,
Gmail is a new thing. Okay.
yeah, I'm a little older than you. It was actually a new thing once.
He invented Gmail.
And like every combination I could think of was taken. It's like put in an underscore, put in a number at the end. And it's like if you attach too many things at the beginning and the end, it just becomes like gibberish.
Right.
And I didn't want to have to type 15 characters into my email address. So I'm like, all right, I'll go the other direction. How can I shorten this so I can type it real fast? And I'm like, okay, well, just to me, it was like L could stand for lucky, X for strike. 21 was always my favorite number. I always thought it was a lot better than 22. And so I went with LX21.
It objectively is better than 22.
But of course, Gmail says you need at least 6 characters, so that's not my email address. There are 2 more characters in there, which I won't tell you in public.
If you want to just PM me,
Yeah. But anyway, that's where the LX21 came from. But, and then the same thing repeated. Like when I went on Twitter, I'm like, every version of like I could think of for like Lucky Strike this and that. Like everything's taken. Like, all right, I'm back to LX21. But I always liked as like a email or a screen name to use Lucky Strike. And I did for many years until, Gmail ruined it.
Wow.
Like, back in the old days, you used to get your email address with your ISP. So, it was like luckystrike@comcast.net.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that was available. I actually had it,
Did you have AOL back then?
I never had AOL.
Net Zero.
I had Earthlink.
Earthlink. Oh,
Yeah.
that's way back. That was funny.
I had AOL.
You had AOL.
I had
Okay.
AOL.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, I
Back in
mean,
the day. Dial up.
After that.
Before you get online.
Maybe CompuServe.
yeah, it's really strange sometimes when you when I talk to my daughter. I mean, she grew up her whole life with the internet and all this other stuff. And it's like once upon a time we didn't have cell phones and the internet and all this other crap. Like, dude, like they invented the planes when we were kids.
Crazy. Think about AOL existed before the World Wide Web was even a thing. That's crazy
that
to
was
think about.
dial
Right?
up. dial.
Yes.
Man. Like I was like I remember in high school I have like okay this would tell you guys too much. You guys would know how old I am.
Yeah. He won't tell me how old he is
Okay,
since that ID.
I
still don't know how old this guy is.
I was using like E-machine and AOL to dial up, man. Like, I'm pretty old, but you know, Asian we don't fade.
I know. You look young. I mean, like, I'm talking to Zach like, off, you know, before when we're setting this up, you know, get that kid. You know, I'm like,
man, I'll take it. Get that kid. Yes,
get that kid. Bring him on. Well, I know you're not a kid, but somehow you look young,
I appreciate it though. I love it.
Since I was talking to him about his story, I've tried to been backwards counting all the math.
You've been counting on the math.
7 years at ASU, 4-year degree. He works at a warehouse.
I mean, the simplest question is, what year did you move to the United States?
So, going back to that story, I moved here, I think, I'm not sure, maybe 1994 or 96. But my parents didn't like it here. So we moved here, and then we moved back. And we move here, move back. Move here, and move back.
All right.
When you're saying move back, you mean to Vietnam?
Yeah.
If your story checks out and you moved here in 1996 and you immediately started high school, then you and I are the same age.
Nah, man, I'm 24, bro. God,
that's my guy.
Stop putting on me on the spot. I'm 24, bro. Like
that's my guy.
Anywhere between 24 and 27, I'll take it.
All right. I've had enough.
It doesn't check out.
Let's see the ID.
No,
grab the right one.
I don't have any ID on me. But yeah, actually,
not your McLovin ID.
Honestly, yeah, I'm up in the 30s. I'm up in the 30s, around his age and Nate's age.
Okay.
But I act like a
honestly,
kid.
I guessed at 30.
Yeah.
But even that was young, huh?
Yeah, around there.
I guess 36.
Yeah, around there. More or less.
All right.
How
many grandkids do you have?
Will you be surprised if I tell you I'm older than Zach? Will you be fucking surprised?
I do not think you're older than me, but I do think that you might be the same age as me. And I'm 42.
But I dress like I'm your kid, though.
No.
All right. I've got the best promotional idea for the next Vegas event.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna
guess Taco's age.
We're gonna have this big build up.
Oh my god!
Whoever guesses the right age is gonna get like.
You're gonna get like 50 that guess the correct age. We have to guess his actual birth date.
Yeah, actual birthday, actual date. But I already gave up the other night when we had dinner. I told Greg I was a Virgo.
So you're born in September?
Yeah, I was born in September. I'm very similar to Greg. We both introverted. I'm very shy. But could have
fooled me.
Yeah, I'm very shy, but I'm starting to feel comfortable on this podcast.
Yeah,
so I'm opening up to you guys right now. So whatever you guys want to know, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very shy about this stuff too. I do a lot of drugs before we start an episode.
A lot of psychedelic shrooms. Yo, T4AC going in a different direction right now. Great.
All right,
you got your question.
This is a perfect segue now to, and I wanted to ask you on a very serious note, because you're talking about how at ASU, you went to that phase. You referenced partying a lot, right?
Yeah.
And in all seriousness, was there a point where you actually had a problem with drinking or anything else?
No, I don't think I was at that point, But I just skipping class. I played a lot of basketball.
So it wasn't actually like,
So during the day, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
I didn't go to any class. I used to play basketball all week, and then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I would go out. Whether it's to a pool party, a bar, or a nightclub. That's about it. But I wasn't like, hey, I need to go out to drink. I need to drink.
Right.
I just want to go out, just get away from thinking about my uncle who passed away.
Right.
I just didn't want to go to class. I didn't have any motivation going to class. Like, I felt like, hey, he was the doctor. He gave back to the world. Like, he helped taking people. Why? He's 40-something. Why is, he's taking away from me? I didn't understand that. So I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't really care about anything.
Yeah.
Honestly. So I was like just trying to go out and have fun and forget about wherever, trying to stop thinking about all that stuff.
And when you went back home, did you totally clean up or you just struck a better balance?
It was just straight discipline. It was just me, went to community college every day, consistently. I didn't miss a class. Did all my homework, work out, eat healthy, taking care of myself, and showing my mom like, hey, I'm legit. I'm starting this for real. I'm gonna get my degree, and I did. It wasn't easy, especially the first 2 years. Went back to community college. I felt like shit. Like I felt like I'm too old for this shit. Right? Like, I'm way too. I fucked up. Like I'm too old.
Yeah.
I should be in community college right now.
Right.
But yeah, I did it. I grinded through. Especially taking night classes. It's lonely, man. Like you're 20 something. You're still in community college.
You're doing a full-time course load at that point.
Right. Yeah. Like my friends all like from high school, they all graduated. They all had girlfriend, kids, family. Great job. I'm still out here fucking like going to community college. I'm 20 something, 27, 25. I don't remember what it was.
You doing the math here to try to...
Shit.
The cogs are turning. I'm like,
I had no idea how old, but like I was older. I shouldn't be in community college. You know what I mean? So I felt like, hey, like what am I doing? Like I felt like depressed too, but I'm gonna grind it through. No matter what, I'm gonna grind it through. And then I went to 2 years to community college. I transferred to a state school, and then I graduated.
And when you transferred, were you were still working at the same time?
No, I was just in school.
Okay, at that
the whole
point,
time.
so your mom went back to supporting?
Yeah, supporting me the whole time, man. Like almost fucking 11 years. 7 years at ASU, 4 years back home. Without ever complaining. She fucking cleaned the toilet for that.
On your second stint, did she just recognize that you were different at that point? She trusted you, or was she like...
It doesn't matter what I am. She always gonna love me. She always gonna get my back. Even if I was a messed up kid, she would still got my back. And that's the reason why I could not fucking fail. Like, I had to be something. I had to take care of her. She doesn't matter. I knew, even now I know, like, no matter how messed up I am, she always got my back. But I can't rely on that. I have to be something to give it back to her. And dude, you know how much I love Nate, man. Like every time I met him, I was so shy, but like I love that guy. My parents, my family wouldn't be where I am without Nate.
You see him as a key component.
He's a huge point. Like, yeah, I'm the trader I am today because of him. Like the way I trade, not necessarily similar to him, but everything I learned is under him.
But you did get to a point where you started to chat with him online.
Yeah. Like recently.
Well, that's actually really recent.
Yeah, like I would say like summer, like even starting 2023, we started talking a little bit more here and there. But even then, I don't really bother him too much, you know. A lot of people in the room ask him some dumb question. I don't really ask him. Like if I have a question, I'm trying to Google it or trying to figure out myself. And if I don't understand something, then I'll ask him personally. But I don't think I ever asked him something personally. Mm-hmm. But he had no idea how big of an influence him on me. You know, everything I do, everything I trade is based on, I learn from him. So everything I trade is small cap, right? I learn from him. And I apply that into mid to large cap. NVIDIA today, bro. On the way to Tucson, I'm driving. I killed that.
You were not driving. It was not on your way to Tucson. You pulled over.
No, I did not pull over, dude. You're on my way. I did not pull over, okay? It was a short
trading on his phone while driving.
Trying to help you here.
All right, we got this podcast and with a lot of traders. We're probably waiting for some talk about trading. Let's talk about trading.
Yeah, we were talking about NVIDIA last night. You were asking what my thought on it. I gave you 3 different scenarios.
3 different scenarios, yep.
First scenario was they're going to try to hang on to it for option. They're trying to blow out option.
NVIDIA last night closed at it's been running for the last few months for that matter. But it closed at I think it closed at 9:25, and then after hours it was up
correct.
Another 20 to 25 bucks. We were looking at it like, all right, it looks like if it continues, it's going to be gapping up, and that got this conversation going because it's already been fairly parabolic.
We're talking about 1,000.
Yeah, we were talking about the 1,000 because it looked like it might hit it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you laid out 3 scenarios.
So one of them, the main one, was that they're going to hold it up throughout the day for option to expire on Friday. As simple as that. And if it's going to follow through, like if it break down a certain level and stay heavy and, through midday, it's going to fade.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning, I saw that they was holding it up. And I was like, okay, my scenario 1 checked. Then on the way here, Dawson was like, yo, Nick tweeting about it. Could be a big A+ setup. Mark 2 take. A bunch of other trader thinking what I'm thinking. So that's 2
confirmation.
Yep, confirmation. And then when it put it in high, follow through, go on the VWAP, check. I'm ready to go in. So, midday.
Yeah,
so
and one thing I liked about what you were talking about when we were talking last night was how you're patient. Wait for it to show you before you take action. You're not like trying to hit the top.
You don't need to find the top because I told you last night, if it's gonna fade, it's gonna do $50 or $100, and it did $100 today.
Yeah.
Right. And so you don't need to find the top. You can just even come in risking $10 and make $50. Right. It's to have $100 range.
Let's talk about that just a little bit. So it opened
Like I think 950,
Mhm.
and then it just hang around there. It keeps soaking, going higher. Then eventually you break over, go to 960, 970, and then I just start going higher. I'll put it on a starter. I'll wait for a little bit, and then when it's confirmed follow through, I add to it. Like we would at Whataburger. I was so quiet too. I was like, "Yo, I'm ready." And he's like, "Are you shorting NVIDIA? We out here. Why are you shorting it?" Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready. I shorted it." And then on the way, I was driving here, and then I'm up like $100 share. Simple as that. Those setup rarely come, but when they come, you can risk like $10 and make $100. And who did I learn that from? Nick. What's Nick target today? A80? What's my target? Before I even learned, I even know on Twitter, right? I told you my target A80s.
Mm-hmm.
And then he confirmed with me. Nick tweeted A80s his target. Click, right? The guy that I learned it from. I have my own game plan. Exactly similar. He check out what I'm checking out. So my thesis check out.
Yep.
Right? And the reason I got all that is from learning from him. Everybody came to the room or any room. Everybody's trying to make money. Nobody's trying to learn. Everybody wake up every day. Everyone want to trade right away. Want to make money, but nobody trying to learn.
You learn a lot from Nate. Yeah, can you point out your own version that might be where it might be different than Nate's?
I'm not afraid to short into something weak. If something weak and follow through and it keep fading all day, I'll size up into it, man. I don't really care. If it swipe on me, then I'll take a loss. But if confirmed the tape is staying heavy, there's a seller there. Every single time it's popped up, there's a seller. Why not?
You're trading NVIDIA today. Obviously, it's been a stock that's really been in play.
Yeah.
But is that a typical type of stock, large cap?
Yes, I prefer mid, large to mega cap. But I started out as small cap. But small cap, you can't really size up too much. On NVIDIA, you can trade really big because it's a big price, right? 900 plus. You can trade as big as you want. If you keep your risk intact, you'll be fine. But in small cap, you can't trade too big because when you trade too big, you become your own risk.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
So
but I want to make this clear. I don't trade flow, thin name type shit.
You I think yesterday.
IMRN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like just above 5 million.
Yeah, just a little bit iffy. So
But
me and Dawson was out and about. I shorted it. I had a 3.95 average, and it down to like 320. I'm good. I took out my stop. I put in an order to cover, and then me and Dawson went to Top Golf. We hit some golf. About 30 minutes later, it went to $6. I'm down about $3. I didn't even know it.
Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah.
So that was a very expensive trip to Top Golf.
Yeah, it was, but eventually it came down under, and I was green on it.
Jeez, it's easy.
It's very easy.
So
if you trade small enough, I think it's easy. Just most people that don't successful at trading, they're just oversized. They just trade too big for their account. They have the right mind thesis. It may not work out the way they want to. It doesn't play out the way they want to at the right time But most of them play out the way that you want. It's just you got blow out before the play actually come in. And so just trade smaller. What's wrong with trading a couple hundred shares and make couple $100 on a small account? Most people don't want that. On a small account, people want to make like 10, 20K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was that guy, so I know. So that's Dawson, right? You don't need to trade. You can make small on small account and trade 10M and makes the same amount as the other guy, but your risk is way lower.
Yeah.
But people don't do that, right? People go all in on one name. So now I always in the room, I always trade like 8, 10 M's, but my risk is way lower. I'm still making the same money as the big guy, but my risk is way lower. So people don't do that.
What do you like to trade?
Yeah.
I trade around like a daily structure. I still focus on a lot of small cap stuff. I've ventured into mid caps if like they fit the same small cap daily structure where they've got like that big initial front side. And if I'm either shorting a parabolic for that first red day move, or if it's consolidating in like upper band of its channel and I'm playing like a secondary leg breakout. But I like to trade around like a big picture structure. In recent markets, because SPY's been going nuts, there's been names like NVIDIA, SMCI that had those like multi-month long consolidations that when they break that 500 line, you've got a nice breakout. AMD just did it like a couple weeks ago over 180s. So I was trading those larger caps, but I still focus mostly on small caps. That's usually what I'm scanning for. But it's all focused around like a daily structure. I'm basically the opposite side of what he was talking about, where I'm not trying to make $1 million on a trade, where I'm more focused on an income basis. Fannie Mae was the most recent example. An OTC stock has been around forever. But it just had its multi-day breakout happen today out of a wedge break. And I've got like 2,000 shares on that, and it's like $1.50. But if I can make 30 cents on that, that's $600. And that's nothing to squawk at. So,
are you mostly day trading, or
if I'm getting, so on like my first red day setups, or on like a front side multi-day run, when they pull back for multiple days, I like playing that backside bounce as well, back into prior congestion zones. First red day and first green day bounce, I'll do day trade stuff. When I'm getting into a breakout style trade, my initial mentality is I'm looking to swing this, looking for like a day or two hold. Usually isn't overnight unless it starts going nuts that day. I'll start peeling some off. But I always go into a breakout style trade with a wider risk, bigger picture.
Most people that I talk to originally got into trading specifically for the money.
Everyone is.
But there has to be something else that keeps you doing it longer term.
Right.
Because you can burn out. I mean, I've seen it. I've witnessed it. So what's that for you?
At some point, it's always the next number, you know. When you get to one number, it's always the next one. Who cares? It's just the same number. Doesn't really make your life that much different. So I was enjoying the friendship I built up the last couple of years. And I want to build up that even more. Like, I want me and Dawson to be like, yo, like when I'm 50, I hit him up like, yo, let's chill. You know, where's your grandkid at? Or even together later on, like the 100 T4AC, we be eating together, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I want that.
I hope we can have our 100th. That would be impressive.
Yeah. Like, I look at you guys, not just people I look up to now, like my friends. Like someone, if I ever get in trouble with anything, like I'll ask you guys for advice or anything, you know?
I know some stories of traders, kind of like, you know, with these kinds of relationships where someone blows up and another trader actually steps in and be like, you know, I got you. I'm going to fund your account. I know you're going to make it, and, you know, you'll pay me back.
Fund an account? What the fuck? Who's that? Let me know. Who's that guy is? Yo, let me know. No, but one time, like I would say like 8 months ago, I blew up one of my account. And I went to straight gambling, trying to make up that account. And it was bad, bro. I was trying to make up an account. I was playing Baccarat, 50K account. With 50K hint.
Really?
I went deep, you know? And then one day I was in a casino and they texted me. And then I looked up the area code. It's like, who's this guy? And it's from New Hampshire. It turned out to be Nate. And I was like, yo, I'm in some dipshit right now. So I need to get out of it. You know, I need to stop doing it. I need to get back to trading. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm good at, you know? And then I just get back on the horses, make it all back, you know? Get back to what I'm doing. So that's vital in your trading. You have a person that who check up on you. I never knew Nick would just go out of his way to check up on me. I'm just a fucking taco guy in his room. Who the fuck knows taco, dude? Like, he literally texts me out of his own personal time, and I appreciate that. Because I had to look up this fucking New Hampshire number. Who is this guy from? And it's from Nick. And I appreciate him because I'm done with that, you know. It's going to happen again, you know what I'm saying? But in trading, for me, when I trade, I just pull out my money.
Years back, but there was a stock that ran really hard.
Yeah.
Like the worst, it was a horrendous drawdown terrible, terrible loss, like total terrible situation.
Right.
I was like at the worst, you know, this is like, I do swing trading. Like, this is like, you know, I'm at like the worst point.
Mm-hmm.
There was one person who checked in on me.
Yeah.
One. And he didn't call to be like, you know, just to be like, you know, to make a story out of it. It was
like sincere.
Like,
yeah,
it was
exactly.
Tim.
It was
Tim. He
raw.
reached out to me and he's just like, dude, are you okay? Like, you know, I hope everything's all right. You didn't ask me like, how much money you losing, man? Let me know. Like,
dude, I hate those guys though. They're always curious. I was like, who cares? Like, you check up on me, bro. Like, that was what Nate did to me.
Yeah.
That one guy, that one moment, that finally got me back on the horses. Like, yo, like, what the fuck I'm doing? Why am I gambling, trying to make my account back? Who cares? Like, I'm doing what I'm good at. Let's get back to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That one single moment that changes your life, man. And, you know, real people come through that single one moment. And I understand when you tell me that, because Nate did that for me.
It means a lot too, though. Like,
it means a lot. It may not mean anything in the moment, like you may not respond back, but when you look back at it, it's that one person that check up on you and you're like, yo, I'm good. Let me get back to what I'm doing.
Yep.
Right?
Totally. Yeah.
And I know you don't trade anymore, but if you ever traded and you mess up like that, I got you. I'm coming through. I'm like, yo, Dawson, what the fuck are you doing?
Of course, you know? I'd expect it.
And I expect him to do the same for me.
Yeah.
Right? If I ever post a chart and you see like, yo, what are you doing? You stupid? You know, kind of snap out of it. Because sometimes when you trade, all it takes is one single moment you make a mistake and you oversight or something.
Oh, yeah.
One single moment for you
takes
to
one
fuck
slip up. Yep.
One single moment you kind of confident or whatever and you split up. That's all it takes. But then it's all it takes is one friend kind of snap you back.
Right.
Yeah. Especially the one that you have respect for, you know what I mean? And
one thing just that I'm picking up, and so I'm checking in on you to see if this is true, but I kind of get the sense from you.
Yeah.
But it seems like I never heard you mention any moment along the way where like you didn't, like where your confidence was shaken to the point where it's like, can I keep doing this?
Of course. Who wouldn't?
But you
shaking.
You keep.
Of course. There's a moment I was like, yo, can I do this? But you know what? The person always got my back was my mom. She's like, you know, you got this. And you know what? She's right. Like, I was consistent. Like, every month, I'll make money, like, you know, out of 20 trading day in a month. I'll make, like, money 18, 19 out of the day. This one day where I split up. So, something you can fix in your process to fix that.
I think your mom should consider a career as like a trading coach.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah.
Wow. Like, I don't think anyone else has.
I don't think she did
gonna...
that from not knowing, but she did that out of love. Like,
yeah.
Even if my son fucked up, I will always got his back. And that love, it's just build it up, you know.
So she's the one that gave you that confidence to keep coming back. And
honestly, yeah, I have no confidence. There's one point when I was fucked up, I have no confidence. But her telling me, like, hey, I think you can do it. Just that alone pushed me over there. I was like, okay, maybe you're right. Let me get back on the horses. Let me get back to doing. But also Nate, too, that one moment.
Yeah.
So I blew up one of my accounts. But it wasn't anything, like, dangerous or anything. You know, it's just one of my accounts. I had, like, 4 accounts at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I blew one of them, but then I started gambling. Trying to make that one account. You know why? Because I was trying to make it back in one day.
Right.
You can't make an account back in one day. You got to build it up. It take like months and weeks. But for me, that one day, I was like, yo, I'm trying to make it that in one hand.
It's the all-in method.
Yeah, I was tilt. When you're on tilt, it takes you someone to snap out of it. And so, when you're tilting, it could take days and months.
I mean, I've had plenty of, you know, nasty drawdowns and, you know, situations. Like if I had a really bad trade and let's say, you know, I'm down some big number.
Yeah.
Once it's done,
I'll
have a mental reset and I'll go in the next day and I'm telling myself at that point, you just lost $300,000, but if I can make $1,000 today, then regardless of how much money I just lost, I'll be $1,000 richer today than I was yesterday.
Right.
You can't think about the $300,000. That's gone. It's over.
It's over. Yeah.
But you could still be a little bit richer today than you otherwise would have been.
Right.
And it's still money.
The problem is most people are trying to make that $300K back the next day or the day after.
There are 2 things I'll do. One is that's one where it's just like I just try to reset myself mentally. It's like It doesn't matter if I never make it all back.
Yeah.
But I could still be richer today by $1,000 or richer by the end of the week by a few thousand than I otherwise would have been. Then I start to say to myself at that point, like, it's not about making a lot of money. It's about just proving to myself I still know how to trade.
Right.
Which means, like, I'm just going to try to make a few $100 or $1,000
or whatever
consistently.
Yep.
For a few days, for a few weeks, just to prove I still got it. Don't worry about making it all back.
Right.
But what happens when it works is, you know, within a few days, all of a sudden you have good opportunities again. And it's just like everything's going again.
It's going again. Exactly. Yeah. It's coming back to you quicker than you think.
But it's not by pushing it.
Yeah.
It's like that was not actually the
just
goal.
Rely
but it just
on what's your
happens.
process.
Exactly. Yes.
Believe in what you know what you're doing, and it'll come back quicker than you think.
Yeah. And the way I think about it is I'm doubling down on the fundamentals of trading, on, like, you know, I'm being extra hard on myself to make sure no stupid mistakes,
right.
You know, following all the rules and all that stuff. Like, you know, it's like, it's not about making the money at that point. Now it's about proving, like, that I'm not, you know, I didn't lose my ability to trade.
Right.
But then,
yeah,
that's then.
I don't know about Dawson, but for me, when I have a situation like that, I would just focus on building my confidence. Just being right, you know, focus on the next one. And eventually the big set up again. They're always set up.
Exactly.
They're always set up. Like, we're going to have the next SMCI, which we had like a month ago on a Friday. NVIDIA today. Oh, we're going to have another one in a couple of weeks. Whatever, you know. Just focus on trading confidently. Build it up slowly. And then, bam, the setup's there. You take it, you'll make it all back.
Yeah,
one of Nate's comments that talks on that is the market that takes also gives. And SMCI, perfect example.
Right.
The day before it did that parabolic kind of gap up day, it was almost at 1200. It was like 1160, something like that. But the day before that, the price was starting to exhaust, volume was starting to speed up. I took 3 losses that day, and that's my rule. Once I take 3 losses, I'm clearly wrong on that ticker on the day, I move on. It was a decent loss for me the day before, but the opportunity just got better. It kept going higher that day. I was trying to short it.
It gapped up.
It gapped up the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wasn't focused on trying to make that back, but now the next day the opportunity is just twice as good now. And trading the exact same setup, the exact same size I was the day before, I wasn't focused on making it back, but the profits just, process showed, profits paid, and it was,
and then
about twice as much as I lost on the day before.
And eventually you make more back than what you lose.
On the next day, I made
right?
twice as much
Exactly.
as I lost.
If you just focus in your process and believe in your, confidence, build up, they'll come back real quicker than you think.
I have noticed this pattern many years ago, and it's been very consistent, which is my biggest gains almost always follow bad losses because of, like, the same concept.
Yeah, if you stick to your process.
Well, part of, at least for, like, my trading, like, very contrarian, like, what happens is like, a very common pattern might be where, the market's getting a little tough to make money. So you start pressing it a little bit more on, weaker setups, and it might be working all right, because so you feel good. It's like, all right, I'm making less money, but it's still working. And all of a sudden, like, the market environment shifts, but you didn't adjust yet.
No.
Big loss happens because you're trading, you're trying to squeeze money out of something.
Same size on a medium setup.
Yeah.
You're trading too big on the medium setup.
So the big loss to me sometimes is an indication that things changed. I didn't adjust, but there are about to be some really damn good opportunities presenting themselves very soon. So therefore, the big loss, first of all, gets me to double down on, being way more focused, way more disciplined, and the environment's shifting. So it's like, there's good stuff about to happen here.
Sometimes a loss is a good thing because, it gets you, okay, looking at this right now, okay, I'm ready. Like NVIDIA, you take a loss, that's fine. There's no problem. That doesn't mean you can't make your money back. Sometimes a loss is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people taking like, oh man, I lost.
Depends on how you respond to it.
Yeah.
But
so,
absolutely.
So trade small enough when a loss doesn't mess you up or chop up your account. Yeah. It's really that simple. I think the number one reason why people don't success in this business is trade way too fucking big, bro. Everyone trying to make Lambo money. If you have a small account, trade small. But people have small account, trade big. I did that. I know.
Just don't run out of time.
Yeah.
You bet too big, run out of bankroll, so you don't have enough time to figure out the game. Just stay in it long enough because there's no beating it. It's infinite. You just keep playing it.
I cannot wait till you get to that point where you're ready to make some videos and trading lessons. Man, you're gonna be sitting there. You gotta watch this video tonight. You're gonna be sitting there with tacos, right? This is what it's about, not the Lambo. I mean, would you rather be, extraordinarily wealthy and miserable?
No.
Or happy?
Happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to be, so poor that they can't afford to put food on the table. But I mean, within reason.
Yeah.
As long as you're like, you can eat and you got roof over your head. Happiness is way more important than the money.
I was telling him on the way here, like the past 6 months, I was so focused on getting to the next level. Once you get there, it ain't shit, man.
Then it's the next one.
Without friendship, without like people you appreciate, you enjoy life with, it ain't shit. Like
it's the perspective. Like you gotta understand, like why you're doing what you're doing. If you're striving to get better or to hit the next level, that's fine. But make sure you know why you're doing it. If you're doing it because you think you're gonna like hit that level and all of a sudden I'll be happy once once I do. It's like no, then you're full of it. Like,
I was telling him that I'm so happy to meet you guys. At the next T4AC, I'll be lit as fuck. I'm gonna turn the fuck up because the next one is probably my last one.
What? Just because you stopped trading. You can still
I
come
may
back.
stop trading. When I hit a certain level. But anyway, back to the story.
Wait, whoa, time out.
Okay.
Just because you'd stop trading doesn't mean you would stop coming to Vegas. Why would you?
These are all your
What
friends.
about all these friends? What about all your friends?
I told you, hell of a salesman.
Hell of a salesman. We just got finished talking about how all these friendships are lifelong.
Okay, he's right.
Lapse in judgment.
Okay, lapse in judgment. I was confused. I was in a confusion state. But okay, you're right.
It's all these two eckies that.
No, like you have no idea how much I appreciate this being here with you guys. Like building this friendship, because next time I see you, I can say what's up to you like a normal person, like we're friends.
That's right.
Right? And now
as long as you're still trading, yeah.
Come on, what if I'm not trading? What if I go to like modeling career?
Ooh,
right?
Damn.
Yeah, in the 40 plus.
Yo. Okay. But yeah, like we're loving having been here, meeting you guys, like. Not just meeting you guys, knowing you guys on a personal level, you know what I mean? That's more valuable than money,
Oh, absolutely.
Money give you a great life, but friendship give you something that lasts forever,
For sure. I love it.
I've had a lot of conversations with, whether it's traders or, friends,
right.
In this community where, especially when you reach my age, for you young folk.
Young folk? Yo, I'll take that shit, bro.
But you come to that point where you recognize like that what you need is balance.
Right.
It's not that, you can't pursue the money or, all the different things, but you need balance. You can't just be focused on becoming the better trader and making more money and whatever.
There's more to life than that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's way more to life than that.
Yeah.
I was a slave to the market for the last 6 months because I was trying to level up. And literally every day, you know me, how much I'm going to spend time in the room. I'm literally there like every single day. But once you get to a certain level, it's all right. It doesn't really make that much of a difference anyway. Just focus on trading, making money, living a healthy life, taking care of people you love, give back wherever you can. That's what I'm trying to focus on.
Yeah. Right now in your life, at this point, you're trading, you got your thing, but is that what you want to do for the rest of your life? Like what, this is where you're at now, but like, what do you see? Where do you see yourself?
I still see I'm trading, but not at the level that I'm trading now, not so tied up to the market, not every day to day action. I prefer to be on the investor side where I invest into something, I get dividend every quarter. And if the stock go up, it's great. If it doesn't, then, it is what it is. That's why I'm focusing more. I want to do something outside of trading as well. So trading isn't everything to me. Even though I love this game, right? I put so much effort in there. Probably the people in the room that understand how much the effort, the work behind the scene the most, probably him. He see me in there like literally all day putting in the work. After the market closed, it isn't just like, okay, the next day what's gapping up, what I'm trading. Like the work behind the scene, the scan that you gotta put in, the stuff that you gotta prepare for tomorrow. Like even one name, I gotta prepare like 3 different scenario, how it's gonna play out. So tomorrow I'm just reacting to it. So if you see me trading like 8, 10 names, I'm just reacting to what I'm planning the night before.
Yep.
No, I'm just reacting to that day, right? And so there's a lot of work go behind the scene that people don't see it. But outside of trading, there's a lot more to it. There's way more to life than just trading, right? There's way more that I want to do. I want to do a bunch of other shit like fashion, other business, other entrepreneur stuff that I want to do. But, you know, trading is the gateway to all that.
Right.
Right. So 2024 is going to be the first time I keep every profit, every single dollar for myself. So if I'm set up for life, I'm good. I'm going to focus on other things. But trading still be there, but it won't be day to day. But I know Dawson's story is a little bit different from me. So I'll let him speak for what he want to do.
Yeah, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah, little kid.
I'm very grateful for the people I've met at such a young age that are giving me like a pathway that they've taken. So I don't have to spend so many years in my 20s trying to figure those things out. So I work as much as I can. I trade as much as I can, try to make as much as I can at a young age, burning the candle at both ends while I'm young and I can handle it. All the money I'm making day trading, swing trading, I have a separate account with all investment and stuff that I'm throwing into dividend paying stocks. I don't know how much is in it. I just keep adding to it I think at the end of the year, I usually just pull out of my day trading account, bring it down, and I throw a bunch into that.
Is that story of like, you know, the 65-year-old construction worker, is that like always in the background in your mind?
It is. It's almost a fear of that I don't want that to be me. I still do my day job construction. I leave at 11 Eastern usually throughout the day, and I work 10, 11-hour days. So
You work 10, 11-hour days in construction
10
on
or
top
11.
of the trading.
Yeah.
He's a grinder. I can attest to that.
And you don't do drugs.
No.
Not even a single drink. The whole trip we here, Zach like, yo, you don't drink? He's like, no, I don't drink. Even
Nothing.
tonight, I asked him to go out after this because I'm trying to turn up. And he's like, nah, I'm good. So I guess we're not going out.
So you got natural energy.
Yeah. I don't need much sleep to operate on. After like we're staying out late doing this kind of stuff, even when we're going back to the hotel room, I'm running scans just because I wasn't planning on trading this morning. We were leaving early, but I still ran scan last night just because that's part of my nightly process, part of my routine.
Do you you're maintaining the construction job, you're not self-employed?
I am self-employed, yeah.
Oh, okay. So essentially you're maintaining your business. Is there an insecurity, like you need to keep it because it's like the steady money versus the, you know, uncertainty of, you know, the trading, obviously volatile and risky?
Yeah, I think so. I have chosen to still live at home. I'm still super young, so I keep my bills as low as I can. So I'm at the age where I could drop it, but I also have the belief where at the age I'm at, if I can stack as much money as I can, that could also change my life, then there is that possibility that if I take a year off from my day job, that trading doesn't take off. So that is in the back of my head that I do like the steady income, and trading also brings another side of steady income that I'm not having to, when I wake up and put risk on in the morning, I'm not having to worry about that dollar risk I'm putting on. I'm going to work in a few hours I'm going to make that back anyways. So I do like the steady income. With my bills being small, a lot of that stuff I still roll into the long-term stuff.
So if things go really well for you in 5 years, maybe 10 years, where do you see yourself? Like, you still in construction? Are you trading, or it's something totally different?
I don't want to do the construction forever. It's hard on my body, back breaking stuff. I got bad knees at 24. So I don't want to be doing the physical labor stuff. I make a decent living at it. At a young age, like I couldn't find another day job that would pay me as well as that does. I would like the trading to take off. I'd like to spend a bit more time doing that, but also being that hustle, natural energy kind of thing. I don't know if I would fully step away or if I would want to keep that to occupy my time. I would like to do more traveling stuff like this, meeting other people from other countries and areas of the world. I'd like to do more traveling and stuff like that. I think that's where I see myself, is almost pulling back and not having to have the job, but it's just there when I want to stay busy. But I'd like to do, more of a full-time, part-time trading style.
He's deep, bro. Also,
Yeah.
thinking big picture type shit. But yeah.
I mean, both of you. I mean, I'm impressed because, like, you know, it took me decades to, acquire some of the wisdom that you guys have, at a younger age, and it took less time to get to. And I mean, when I was talking to Taco when he first arrived in Arizona, he starts talking about trading, and right away he's like telling me stuff like, it's like, I mean, it's just wisdom, like it was like, insightful, smart stuff, like, and it's impressive. But I mean, you both kind of have that sense of just a deeper understanding of, all that. Zach, you take over. I don't know where I'm going.
On that point, it comes from, you were telling me yesterday you started on like Yahoo message boards. You weren't in chat rooms and stuff. By you doing videos like this, by Nate putting out Sunday Scan, by other guys doing webinars and video lessons and stuff, I know for me, by me watching that kind of stuff, I think that's where the learning curve speeds up. Is what took you 10 years to learn something, I can watch this video lesson in an hour, and
right.
I might not understand it at a deeper level. I might still have to experience it, but now I'm looking for that in what I'm doing. So maybe within the next year, I experience what you're doing. I'm like, that's what he was talking about.
Right.
And now I think that's where that comes from.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I mean, that's what you're referring to there is definitely something that was lacking when I started. Like the resources for learning about trading, whether it was books, websites, I mean, YouTube videos and stuff didn't really exist, but, whatever resources there was there just wasn't much. Like, I mean, for a good number of years when I first started trading, I just had a firm belief, like, there are no good trading books out there, very few, actual books with meaningful, valuable information. Like, it's like, it was all junk. I mean, it's sort of like Taco's experience he was telling us about, trying all these different trading rooms. Like, that was my experience. It was like everything sucked. Like, there was almost like nothing that could help you learn to speed up the process. Like, it seems a lot different today versus back then, where there are good resources. There are things that are available to speed up the process. The challenge today is filtering because there's, even though there is good stuff today, it's still a small fraction of what's out there. And I think when Taco was telling us, his story when he started,
through it damn quick.
He filtered it. Yeah, exactly. Like the BS detector was very active. He knew right away. Is there any change in your psychology? Because like when you felt that sense for the first few years to provide for your family.
Yeah.
Now it's a little different. Like, how?
It's a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that stress. So if tomorrow there's nothing, I won't take a trade. Even if I trade small, it won't. If I'm wrong on it, I get smoke on it. It won't dent a single anything on my account. It's whatever.
Right.
That's why IMIA, when we talk about it, I was down $3. Whatever. I was trading because I'm on vacation. I traded. I was trying to make money on. I end up making money on, but it won't. So if you trade in a small account, trade small. Don't let if you on vacation, don't let anything that even go like certain way won't smoke you. You know, don't put that much at risk. You know, you have a small account, make small.
Yeah.
You have a big account, make big.
Yeah, you're speaking to trading psychology. It's such an important part. If you're,
but my confidence is very important.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to keep my confidence at a certain level, because when the right time set up, like Nvidia today, where it's time to be confident and you're right, it's time to be aggressive. I'm aggressive. But when I'm wrong, actually in the room, Stan helped me a lot. Like when I'm wrong, just get out. It's cool.
Right.
You know, it's not a big deal. You're probably gonna be wrong more than you ever be in trading than you're right. But then that one time when you're right, you make 10 out of 1.
Are you still sending the daily updates to your mom?
Not anymore. I don't need to anymore, because I've been doing that for the past 2 years, and I gave her what she needed to be, so where she want to be, and so I don't need to do that. I could.
Is she still working?
No, she's not. She's done working. My dad's not working either.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I can't wait to take to Hawaii. That's her favorite spot. I was telling him that I'm gonna trying to take her, but she's been sick, so eventually, hopefully, she get better, and then I'll take her.
Thank you all for listening to this special episode of the Traders for a Cause podcast. A special thank you to Tim and Dawson for spending the time to sit down with us and tell their stories. As always, trade, profit, and make a difference. And we'll see you next time.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. Can I get some shot up with you?
Yeah.
All right, let's
All
go.
right, here. See what you got.
Let's go.
Nice shot.
You play hoist before, right?
I used to play all the time as a kid, so I hope we had the same rules, right? All right, I'm gonna make this one. And at least I hit the net. How was your trading today?
Yeah. I was shooting a video on my car.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
From your car?
Yeah.
Jesus. I should have lowered it 1 more centimeter. See, I'm used to it being 3.048 meters. Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure you're not pro? Watch your step. You got a snake right by your foot. Watch it. All right, this is getting a little ridiculous. You got to go, man.
Man, is that how you trade too? You can't shoot like me?
Seriously?
Too?
Take your 2 shares of NVIDIA and go somewhere else. Dude, the ball. Hey.
All right, Greg, hit your ball.
Oh my God. Seriously? Thanks. Thanks a lot. See you next time, bro. Later. Good luck with your little short on NVIDIA there, bro.